everybody. I want to read a silly story to you today called Have You Ever Seen a Moose Brushing His Teeth? Now this moose, he really loves to brush his teeth. And we're going to talk about brushing teeth and why it's so important. And we might even have a special guest that will show us how to brush teeth. So let's read the story about the moose brushing his teeth. Have you ever seen a moose brushing his teeth? You will knee slap and toe tap in true disbelief. It's a sight like no other, so it's been said, 3 times a day, then once before bed. And there he is. He has some pretty big teeth, and it looks like he has all kinds of stuff hanging from his teeth. Maybe some things from the lake or pond. Now, why should a moose need dental hygiene? That means dental cleanliness. There's a lot more to it than shiners and gleam. So there's a lot more to it than just having shiny teeth. Because with twofers, like mooses, it goes without saying, slurping gallons of leaf juice means big time decaying. And decaying is another word for rotting. You don't want your teeth to decay or to rot. Armed with his toothbrush and sparkle mousse paste, his mousse floss and towsies, there's no time to waste. His smile's gone lifeless and he's feeling quite low. His teeth have turned green. Oh, where is their glow? Look at his yucky teeth. He's got his mousse toothpaste, and you can see all the yucky leaves and slime coming from his mouth. He needs to brush his teeth, not just so they can be shiny and white, but also so they can be healthy. Determined and eager, he's off on his way to care for his pearlies and stop the decay. His pearlies are his teeth because they're white like pearls. At break speed, he dashes round flowers and trees, hurdling fences and bushes and all that he sees. Just as the stream comes clear into view, and he's dreaming of twofers that look just like new. He hears a big crash, a rustle, and boo! It was Ernest the Eagle from out of the blue. So he's running to the stream where he's going to brush his teeth. And he sees Ernest the Eagle coming out of the bushes. Moose swerves hard to miss him, but at his great gate, missing Ernie the Eagle, well, it was too late. Wing and then antler, antler then wing, rolling and tumbling. That had to sting. Oh no, he crashed into Ernie the Eagle. And they are tumbling all over. The moose's antlers and the eagle's wings are all getting tangled up. Then when you thought there's no way they will stop, untangled they were, on the stream bank they flopped. Moose sat for a moment, then brushed himself off, gathered paste, brush, and floss, and up he did hop. So he got up from the crash, grabbed all his dental hygiene things, his toothbrush, his toothpaste, his dental floss, and he is back on his way, headed to go brush his teeth. He moved to the water, his towsies in tow. This is serious business, I want you to know. He moved his head up and he moved his head down till the perfect reflection was finally found. So he can see his reflection in the water. We use a mirror usually when we brush our teeth, but he's using his reflection in the water to brush his teeth. He parted his lips and his twofers escaped. With leaf juice and hay, they were thoroughly caked. Oh, his teeth had all kinds of yucky on them. They needed some luster, sparkle, and shine. It isn't too late, but it will take some time. So he is getting ready to clean those teeth. They are really in need of a good brushing. His favorite toothbrush with pink polka dots, his sparkle mousse paste he piles up on top. He opens his mouth, he opens it wide. On goes the paste with lots of fluoride. Fluoride is something that's inside the toothpaste to help keep you from getting cavities or rotten teeth. He starts at the back with a slow, gentle motion, then moves to the front to start the rotation. Rotation means circles, so he's starting in the back and he's moving toward the front in gentle circles. To the front and the back, then up and then down. All you can hear is a bristling sound. He brushes and brushes and brushes some more. I started to wonder if his gums would be sore. Your gums are what your teeth are coming out of. He's brushing so much. Are his gums going to be sore? But brushing, you see, is his favorite thing. So much, in fact, that he started to sing. Now look at this silly moose brushing his teeth. That's a funny picture. Lots of bubbly toothpaste. There's this pink polka dot toothbrush. And he is really brushing those teeth and making a big amount of suds. I'm a moosey brushing away, trying to get rid of my nasty decay. Remember, decay is the rotten stuff. When I began, my teeth had the slime, and that is why I am taking my time. I brush to the left, and I brush to the right. So when I'm all done, I will have pearly whites. He brushed and he sang, and the paste foam it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew. Soon it had covered his great big moose face. I think that he used too much sparkle toothpaste. He shook his head hard, first to and then fro. I thought for a moment, it's starting to snow. He had made so many bubbles with his mousse paste that it looked like it was snowing when he shook his head, because all the bubbles and foam went everywhere. Look at all of that. You can see his teeth and his eyes, but everything else is covered in mousse paste bubbles. He really worked up a foamy bubble mess. For the paste foam you see that had lathered his face went airborne and quickly covered the place. I thought that would do it. He was clean in a flash, but I looked on in wonder and I heard the curse splash. Face down in the water, only antlers in view. Now came the rinsing. What was he to do? I heard him slurp in, and his slurp was a cinch. It lowered the scream by about a whole inch. So he is dunking down in the water, and all you can see are his antlers sticking up and a little bit of his nose. And he's washing all the mousse paste off in the stream. He gurgled and gargled, he rinsed, then he spit. After minutes of rinsing, he finally quit. As soon as the paste was free from his mouth, he sat on his hiney and got the floss out. So there he is, spitting the water. And he's all done brushing and rinsing, and now he's going to floss. Flossing is when you use a waxy string called dental floss and you clean between your teeth. He pulled on the string and round hooves he did wind. He tugged it real tight till it started to bind. So he wrapped the dental floss around his hooves so that he could clean between his teeth. Down and up went the floss, each tooth he did hit. Tiny leaves, hay, and grass he managed to get. So see all the little things? Even though he brushed, he's flossing and still getting leaves and dirt out from between his teeth. So he goes in between, up and down, between each tooth. He looked in the stream which he used for his mirror. With his lips sealed up tight, he cautiously peered. He started to smile. Would his teeth now be white? He covered his eyes. The glare was too bright. The secret, you see, to avoid the tooth slime is to brush, rinse, and floss after each moosey mealtime. Moose gathers his toothbrush and sparkle moose paste, his moose floss and towsies. He's feeling first rate. So there he is looking into the water and seeing how shiny, white, and clean his teeth are. They were so bright, he had to close his eyes. His teeth are so bright and shiny. Down the path he is headed. He has moose chores to do, and he knows that his brushing was long overdue. He'll return to this spot to ward off the decay by brushing his twofers at least 4 times a day. He really likes to brush his teeth. Have you ever seen a moose brushing his teeth? You will knee slap and toe tap in true disbelief. It's a sight like no other, so it's been said. So be sure to brush after meals and before bed. So there he goes down the path. He's got his towel and his toothbrush and his toothpaste. And he is nice and clean, and whenever he eats again, he's going to brush his teeth again. That was, have you ever seen a moose brushing his teeth? All right. Thanks, guys. And there'll be a video on brushing teeth, so look for that.